let's listen to this from Brooks after his most recent win. He's talking about getting ready for the PGA Championship. I want to get your reaction to it.
And were you aware during the round itself kind of how some of the guys were kind of nipping at your heels? I don't know how much you were looking at the leaderboard, but you always seem to come up with the clutch par save or whatever just to maintain the lead. They never actually caught you.
Yeah, I watch it all the time. To me, it doesn't make any difference. I'm still doing what I got to do or focusing on what I need to focus on. Look, if somebody goes out and beats me, and I have no problem with losing if I get flat out beat. That doesn't bug me. But like I said, just kind of using it for last second prep for the PGA.
Do you feel that you play better under pressure?
I mean, I like to think so, but I don't know I think when there's more on the line, it's more enjoyable, and it actually feels like real golf. So, nobody wants to be out competing on a Sunday when you're battling for 45th. It's just kind of a go at everything and hope you shoot a low round. But being in contention kind of gets to be a little bit more fun, and I think what guys are used to.
All right, so if he were to defend, amazing, right? If he's to defend next week, he'll join the company with 4 or more PGA championships of Walter Hagen, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger Woods. I mean, just let that simmer for a second with what we're talking about. He said that he was embarrassed by the Masters, that he was embarrassed. He has to grind it out. So we're looking at a defending. There's his quotes from the save. I think the embarrassment of Augusta really kicked things into overdrive for me, and really having to put my nose down and grind it a little bit harder and having to look at my team in the eye and apologize. I'm not looking to do that again. It's all external. Sometimes I can make it external, but it's all internal to me. Oh, it's all internal, I should say. Look, I don't enjoy playing bad. It's not fun for me. Quote, close, open and close from Brooks. So let's talk about this for a second here, Tripp, and talking about that mental fortitude that Brooks Koepka seems to have in what he's doing, which again, in this context of all these things we're talking about that are absolutely historic, that are swirling all around us in professional golf, he's in a position of doing something that is incredibly unique and quite simply only him.
Well, look, I've gotten to see Brooks Koepka play up close in major championships. And the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so easy to see why this guy plays well in the toughest championships. He plays incredibly conservative, correct golf. He is very patient. He understands that it's not about attacking and making birdies like a normal PGA Tour event. It's about being in position with your tee shots and then where you position your shots into greens. I remember even one shot I thought he was going to go at. He had I thought a perfect number and a hole that he would go after, and he still hit it to the correct side about 15 feet away. He ended up making the putt, but he could have hit that shot a lot closer and taken on trouble. So that mindset's there. But just listening to him talk right there, I'm going to have to do one of these videos with that, because that's incredible stuff. I mean, that says everything to me about, he gets excited when he's in competition. Yeah, he's nervous. I mean, Jack Nicklaus talked about it. He said, I loved being nervous on the first tee because that meant something. But they know how to handle it, and that gets them going. Having that competition. And one other thing he said, I saw it on X recently, was he was talking about how when he plays casual golf, he stinks. He can't play at all because it doesn't mean anything. So that tells you right there where his competitive fire is. And of course, I think Brooks Koepka is going to be part of the story at the PGA. I mean, he's got the prototypical game. Now he's in form. And look, when you have your first child, you do get some distractions. And even Brooks Koepka kind of admits that. But now I think winning as a father for the first time and now having the chance at Valhalla, look, he's going to be a factor there. He's going to be a factor at Pinehurst for sure, just because of the style of his game and the way he goes about these major championships.
Yeah, I just think that aside from the style, the body of work that he's putting together, the way that his mind works, that he doesn't have a problem telling us. He's the type of guy that he's in a press conference, he'll tell you exactly what's on his mind. I mean, I don't think that Brooks Koepka would be the type person you want to have around if you ask the question, does a sweater make me look fat? Because he just gives it to you straight. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.